Hey guys, this is Adam with Strataco, and I was just thinking, as a business owner of multiple businesses, sometimes, and I see it often with people, and I'm glad I don't bite off on this, or I've learned not to bite off on this. We protect our ideas as business owners as thinking that nobody else has got this awesome idea. Well, everybody has awesome ideas, and the more you share that with the people that's around you, and even people, quote unquote, your competitors, the more kind of freeing it is, because at the end of the day, nobody really knows what ideas are good unless they start putting them into action. And so the key of all this is the action, and not necessarily the idea. The idea is a little bit of it, but the action is the majority of it. And so when I share with people my ideas, which I read, don't don't tell people what you're doing or whatever. It doesn't matter to me what they think or know that I'm doing. In fact, I think most of the time, because I do think in a big way, I don't just want to do one thing. I want to do a dozen things. For example, when I flip houses, I just don't want to flip one house. I want to do one house a month. I want to buy and sell one house a month, which realistically, by the end of this year, that's what we were doing. Unfortunately, in 2024, with the economy the way it is, we're not selling as fast. So we built up this system, but people ain't buying as fast as they were. So, but last year when I saw that, it made me go into a few other endeavors like hardware cookware store, and really glad that I went in there, because now I have two stores, and I have a physical location, and then now I have a online store. And so the goal is to get the online store to produce as much as the physical store, and allow the physical store to produce all the inventory that we sell out. And so I tell people next year, I want to continue to flip and buy two houses a month and sell two houses a month. I want to go buy at least one hardware store, but I also want to buy a couple other more businesses as well, because there's great opportunity in buying these businesses. And now that I've successfully bought a business and have seen the path of that, it kind of unlocks some things in my mind of just what I need to do next. And then also, I want to uh, keep helping people on the road to recovery. And so we have four sober living houses, but I would like to, and pushing towards, I guess would like is not the type of word that I would use. I'm going to keep on making our houses a good environment and keep on progressing in the recovery space, because I believe that there's a much needed a much needed person like me who sees uh, the trouble that these people are in when it comes to the environment that they are. Now, it's a tough and daunting task to go down that road, but having a nice, neat, clean house for these guys to live in, having jobs available, that will ultimately help out our community. So, in these three sections that I'm in business, I will need a lot of help with, and I don't have all the help I need. But I totally have faith that as I continue to go down this road, God will continue to provide. Because the level of pushback that I get in all three of these businesses, I'm realizing that these are just opportunities to problem solve. And if I don't look at it as things that's going to weigh me down, but things that'll build me up, then I can communicate with the current people that I have around me. And so I wouldn't be able to do all these things if I protected every single idea that was going on in my mind. I feel that if I explore and tell people more, one, they'll get a sense of what I'm trying to achieve, which is not a personal thing, but it's a community thing. It's a how do I better this world thing. And two, if I can communicate it really well, then I can get people to help me out along the way. And so it does start off with a bunch of resistance. It does start off at people looking at you like, man, you biting off too much, or I don't even understand your vision. How are you going to do this successfully? And I get it, because I really don't know how. I'm going to tell you that I got ideas, and I'm going to keep on taking action to pursue those ideas. And if they succeed, that's great. I know that most of them are going to fail, but it's going to keep on sharpening the knife and sharpening the skill set. And I'm really proud of the people that I have working around me now, knowing that I have to help them increase their skill sets. And so the only way I'm going to do that is by sharing the things that we need to be doing, and holding them accountable, holding myself accountable to the things that do become failures, and raise them up for all the successes, because God didn't do this by design, by just making me the person that does all these things. He puts people in my life because we do them together. And so it's a team approach, and we fail as a team and we win as a team. And so I just get to be the lucky one that maybe figures out some dots, but really guiding these people is really an awesome thing. So 2024 is wrapping up. I see the successes that we have had this year, and the failures and learning opportunities that we're winding down, or that we have learned, helps me wind down this year on my thoughts. And in 2025, I'm doubling down. I want to increase everything that I have going on, and not retract back and decrease, because the only way that I'm going to get to the goals that I set forth is by pushing forward. And I don't know what God plants in my mind, but He doesn't tell me to retract back. He keeps on telling me to move and push, and no matter how hard it gets, that there is something every once in a while on the other side. And so it reminds me of that story, like 3 feet from gold, or 3 feet from the diamond mine. If you don't know those stories, just look it up. Earl Nightingale has a good reading on it, but ultimately, I'll give you the summary version. There was a guy who had a dream of going find gold, and so he did some research. He bought a piece of land and he started digging around. And for years and years and years, he dug, and it was nothing but failures. Couldn't find one single ounce of gold. He got so fed up that he says, man, I'm selling this. And he sold it dirt cheap to the next person. Next person buys it and finds gold immediately, within 3 feet of where this guy was digging at. And so the short and skinny of that story is, you keep digging, and you keep refining, and you keep working. And that's all that I need to do. I don't need to worry about the outcome. I just need to keep on digging, refining, getting better. And at the end of the day, God will produce the results, whether good or bad. But if I keep moving, then I know that is the goal. And so I hope everybody had a good 2024. I know it's been rough for a lot of us, been rough for me, but I look forward to 2025 because I'm going to keep digging. And I think I got a shovel or something behind me, actually. Oh, maybe so, right there. So y'all go ahead and have a great day, and we'll see you soon.